trade with Tank's trade, how did that all come down? Was his attitude or any kind of an issue and all that?
No, it really just came down to after some time of evaluating and just working through some things, just felt like, especially post Sunday, it was just probably best to move on, to just give him an opportunity to go. And both the same with us, we feel good about where we're at moving forward. I wish him nothing but the best, and he's a good dude and just worked out that way. So really feel confident, obviously, with some of the way that those other guys stepped in, did some good things. It's hard to rotate forward, and wish him nothing but the best.
Was it the performance from ETN or just what you've seen from the rookies that made you more comfortable?
Yeah, it was a combination of all those things.
In terms of Joe Burrow, what, in your opinion, makes him such a special player?
Yeah, his ability to create is elite. His accuracy, the pinpoint of it, his ability to put balls in tight spaces, give those guys opportunities. He knows them so well and what they do well and how they want the ball thrown to them. It's clear that they have chemistry, even when last week's output wasn't maybe as much as they've been used to. You can still see that there was some moments where you're like, oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. So it's a huge challenge for us. I got a ton of respect for Zach and what he's been able to do there over the years. And Joe's a special player.
How good is Burrow against the blitz? Like, how much of a
he can get it out.
Is that?
He can get it out. You got to take some of the air out of the coverage. It's hard to give him a ton of space, but it's feast or famine. You go up and press him. You get too much on him, who knows what it could be, and it's just one of those combinations. He's a smart player. He knows how to get to zero audibles and checks and understands the game. So it's going to be a little bit of a chess match.
Oh, Hendrickson, did you move him around a lot? Or
No,
just stick him on there?
he's on one side for the most part, and it's a challenge for sure. He's a player that can wreck the game. He can, obviously last week he was more so getting back in and didn't play every snap, but anticipate him playing more as he continues to get comfortable and get more acclimated. But definitely somebody that can wreck the game.
Can you learn something from your team about how they handle going into a road environment?
Yeah, I do. I think that obviously going to New Orleans was a good deal, and same thing with Miami in terms of just handling it the right way and coming together a little bit more as a team. Smaller group, obviously now going up to Cincinnati, so great opportunity for us as a team to continue to come together and get to know each other more and go through things together as a team more. So I'm actually looking forward to it.
Is Travis going to play more defense this week, and is that a direct result of Higgins and Chase and Burrow?
Likely. Probably it'll be a likely uptick. It's more so, going into week one, it was, okay, we know that it's not going to be a ton on defense. The goal is to increase and continue to increase. It just so happens that we're playing Cincinnati with two good wideouts this week.
Is there a better duo than Higgins and Chase?
It's hard to find them. I mean, there's some good tandems out there for sure, but the way they've done it at a high level now for a number of years, the chemistry, they go to a Super Bowl, they've won, they've known how to win. Like Zach's done a great job there with getting those guys where they are now, and they've played in a difficult division. They've played a ton of difficult games, tight games over the years. They've pulled some of those out in some critical moments. Play Kansas City tough every year, so this is a team that knows how to win. They're well coached and they have some talent.
Is Anton Harrison back on track to be able to get back on the field, and how impressed were you with his first performance?
Yeah, he is. Had a little back soreness, but it's it's part of it. I was pleased with Anton, especially in pass protection. The whole group, but specifically Anton, and in the run game did some really good things. So I was pleased with his effort, strain, the way that he was battling through a little bit of a nick and battled through it. Obviously came out for a short period, but I was pleased with his first outing.
Talk about what you got out of Tootin and Allen, and what kind of opportunity is in front of those guys now that Tank's gone.
Yeah, I think that they, without having to say much to them, they understand based on the move. So, even when Toot did get in and get a couple carries, he didn't have a ton, and I think he had a 7-8 yard run or whatever it was, where there wasn't much going on at the line of scrimmage. He made a great cut, got vertical. Another one, he gets hit at the end, kind of towards, it wasn't quite 4 minutes, but we were running at that point. hit by line of scrimmage, gets positive yards, it gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then Quint on a critical third down comes in, gets a 5 or 6 yard run and has a good blitz pickup. So it's opportunity for those guys for sure to step up and give us quality snaps.
Who's your kick returner now?
We're gonna work on some guys. So Parker, Tubin, all those guys will get some. Quint's still getting some back there. Getting a couple other guys some reps today as well.
What did you see out of De'Ami Brown in his first game with you?
Yeah, I thought he did some good things. He only had 3 or 4, whatever it was, but a big critical catch before the half on the dagger. Critical 4th down where he trips. He might have had a little bit more. He was pissed at himself. And then he has the curl, which was a good throw and catch. So the one thing about De'Ami in the game that did really show up was his effort without the ball in his hands. Helping down the field, blocking, motions, just doing the right things. I was pleased with his outing as well. And just like with all those wideouts, you want to get them more. Like the goal is you want everybody to touch the ball, you want everybody to get included. But also there's some games that become ones that you just kind of try to win.
Going back to the trade just a little bit, was that something that Tank asked for? Did he want to leave?
No, there was none of those conversations.
It seemed like returns were up way last week. I mean, how much more does that affect how much planning goes into that part of the game, and how much more important are just your returns in general now?
Yeah, I think it's definitely stressed a little bit more because of the rules and all that, but I didn't necessarily feel like any of our returners did anything quite crazy dynamic that we couldn't hold off on. We need to probably improve some of our blocking scheme. We got to be a little bit better at the first and second level, some guys, to give those guys a little bit more room. But also, so much of that is making people miss, having vision, seeing it, and just hitting it. So, I think we can look to improve there.
What are the sort of core philosophies of your program that have to get elevated to go on the road and win a game?
I think you're going on the road, playing a team that plays in a physical division, that has played in a lot of physical football games over the course of their last 4 years or so, and that has to be our style of play. Needs to show up this week, and then also, hey, facing adversity again, right? Like this, Sunday that was okay. Lightning delay. It wasn't really adversity, it wasn't. So it was a glitch. So it was great that we handled it the right way and all that, but okay, Jamar Chase gets one. It's probably, it's likely they're gonna catch one. It is what it is. Just move on. Who cares? Play the next play. And that mentality of, okay, they get one, shoot, here we go. We're gonna go get one. And just going and continuing to compete regardless of what just occurred. That's not, what we want to focus on. We want to focus on that process.
How much growth can you expect to see from Trevor week to week as he has one full game under his belt now, and I know you wanted him to take those steps over the course of the season, right?
Yeah, I think that when you look at the operation, the way he handled things, all very, very positive. Made some critical third down conversions, and especially when we were trying to extend some drives in the second half, even after having a difficult third quarter. You look at really the sequence of incomplete to Travis on the bootleg, incomplete to BT on the corner route, 3rd and 10, dart to De'Ami on the curl. So it's like, okay, it's there. It's there. It's just the consistency of it. Not having those 5 to 6 plays that, you could be sitting there at 25 and 31 for 200 plus, and now you're like, okay, shoot, this is damn good outing. So I think there was great things to work from, and I do believe we can continue to see an improvement week in and week out.
How many game balls did you end up giving out?
Maybe 5, 6. So
4A
ETN,
for sure.
the whole line.
The whole line?
Yeah. It's like, they all,
Counts as
no
one.
sacks, 200 yards.
Yeah.
Foye, J. Lou, Logan.
In terms of Jordan Lewis, what's really impressed you about how he conducts his business as a pro?
Yeah, since the first conversation we had, and when we got here in pro free agency, it was very clear that he was, wanting to take the next step in his career, not just in play and commitment and all that stuff, but more in the leadership role. That was something that he felt, he could help provide, and that does have some natural leadership skills, and the toughness, the grit, the competitiveness, that does rub off on guys. It has rubbed off on guys. He's a great communicator. He's demanding and challenging of his teammates and coaches. So I've been very pleased with him so far.
Just how much of a weapon can Brenton Strange be in the run game?
Yeah, that was cool to see. It's he's just plays his tail off. It's just so cool to see, because it's like if you're other guys looking at that and you're like, well, he's playing that way, it's hard to lose the standard. Like the standard needs to continue to rise when you see a guy like that playing unselfishly and physically throughout the entire game, at every moment. There's not many plays that he takes off. And so that's critical for our DNA, our identity as a team, as an offense. And I was very pleased that he was able to get off to a quick start.
How much of a weapon can that be in the passing game when you got a guy like that that can lay it down but you can also catch passes?
Yeah, it's huge, because now it's not like you can get a huge tell on, okay, he's on or off the ball, he's split out, where is he? Is it run pass tendencies? Because he's able to do some things in the run game that allow you to stay balanced. And then also in the pass game, run after catch and go make some, difficult catches as well. So definitely somebody we want to continue to work with.
Pretty good. Thank you, Coach.